Another place where yoga has huge application is, see, the fundamental thing is, when I become harmonious within myself, I become harmonious with the people around me. People who are not harmonious within themselves can never bring harmony in a community or a group. This is the cause for all problems actually. So if there is harmony here, there will be harmony on the outside, and further on there will be harmony in nature, in the environment around you. Today, if you actually see how we have treated nature over the past few decades, such a level of exploitation that you can say every natural resource has been exploited. So if you lived in nature for some time, if you lived in natural surroundings for some time, when I was in the UK, I found a whole lot of people wanting to actually go and camp in the woods or camp in some forest, to live close to a river. They actually want to do that. They want to live outside their homes. You know why this is so? Because nature has a deep sattvic effect on your system. It's like a huge shrine actually. If you have lived in nature, close to nature, in proximity with nature, you will understand this. It naturally quietens your mind. It has this deep effect on you because the body is fundamentally 5 elements put together. You stay close to the natural elements in their natural form, there will come a harmony in your own system. I lived in the Himalayas for some time and I found this to be so true. It is actually, there's a term for this also. It is called nature mysticism. It puts you into very beautiful states of mind. Nature itself. But if we have this exploitative tendency towards nature, we have done it today, even soil. See, the soil from which you are getting your food. Today's soil is so degenerate. Not just unfertile, but degenerate. And our water systems, the level of pollution, even in the oceans. And the air, well, we are in Delhi, so I don't have to explain to you. The level of pollutions have increased at all levels. It has become so high. Why? For the simple reason we are not sensitive to nature. How should we handle water? How should we handle air? How should we handle trees, the soil? This was part of, it was called Bhuta Yajna. It's a Vedic principle which says nature has to be handled very delicately, sensitively, and you must replenish into nature what you take from it. This is the meaning of Yajna. So some of these basic principles we have simply sidelined, obliterated from our lives. That is why so much of suffering at all levels. So if I have no harmony within myself, please know you cannot bring harmony in the outside. Harmony doesn't begin there. It begins by my own experience of these states of mind. So getting used, a sattvic way of life means this, getting used to these harmonious states where I feel in tune with nature, I feel oneness with all of creation, I feel the sense of interconnectedness, then this tendency to exploit another will not come into me. So this is the great application of Yoga Vedanta. Please see how true this is. If I am locked up within myself with no idea of how life functions, I can mess up with a whole lot of things. Once a young man came to Vivekananda and said, well, I try so much to meditate, but I am not able to. I close all the doors and windows in my room and I try to meditate, but my mind does not sit. And Vivekananda said, first you open the doors and windows of your room and see what is outside. See where your health and energy, your work capacity is required. Help the poor and the afflicted. Renew and replenish whatever you can around you first, and then you will get the ability to meditate. So please understand, we are not individual islands. We are all connected entities at a very deep level. If there is negativity in me, I will radiate it outside. Unless I bring harmony into my system through service, through a proper understanding of the other, I cannot advance in spiritual life, nor in harmony, in harmonizing with others. So basically make all these things clear to your mind. That's why we always say yoga is no option in the human life. Today there are also studios in the West where dogs are also doing yoga. It's called doga. They take their dog to the yoga studio, they do yoga, physical exercises, and they make the dog also do it. So whether an animal understands it or not, at least the human being, we should understand the value of this system. It's not a system of thought, it is something to do. Right? So you do it and you will know. It was codified as a system of thought, but the essential thing is the practice. This is what I'm saying.